as of now we discuss about the two process. One is vendor consumer process we completed. One is for the subcontracting process. Okay, and one is the third party process which we completed standard. Okay, now can we go with one configuration which is MMFI integration? I think you got the idea about that how accounting entries will be impacted and what are the impacts it is. So how many people guys understand about that? How many people guys understand that where exactly it is impacting the accounting entries, where it is not exactly it is not impacting? So as of now, what do you understand from here? Okay, where exactly the key points which is combinations to trigger the accounting entries? The first one is valuation class. Did you agree this one, valuation class?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. The second one is chart of accounts. Did you agree this one, chart of account? From the finance point of view, the chart of accounts have the GL accounts. They will be creating when you're trying to create any GL account. Okay, FS00, always you're creating under this company code. This company code which is assigned to the chart of account. Right. So chart of accounts have the set of the GL accounts. Okay, so this is finance point of view. One combination is chart of account. How this chart of account will come? Where it is assigned to already configuration level, the company code level it is assigned. Company code assigned to chart of account. Okay, and the third one.
Cost center.
Moment type. Right. Depends on the moment type only. The system is triggering that which transaction event case should be get. Suppose if it is a 101 with goods receipt with purchase order, then stock account will be triggered and GRIR clearing account will be triggered. And again, if there is any special stock indicator which is there, consumption account, then it will go to the consumption account and it will not go to stock account in. Right. So that means the moment type also it is controlling the what are the transaction event case should be hit. Correct? Are you agreed this one?
Yes.
Are you agreed or not?
Yes, sir.
Right? Because if you go to OBYC, we just so many times we went to OBYC, right? The OBYC, the basic level is it is a transaction event key. That means first the first thing is the transaction event key. Okay, which transaction event key you want to be set up a GL account, that you need to be understand, right? First, that means whether it is a BSX or it is a BSV or it is a, as of now we GBP and we got a KBS. There's so many we PRJ account. So did you remember that? So many process when we doing this process, every time we are getting like sometimes BSX which is coming, sometimes BSV which is coming. Okay, sometimes we are getting that GBV which is coming. Okay, sometimes which we are getting that KBS which is coming. Right? Sometimes which we are getting WRX we are coming, and sometimes we are getting PRD account which is coming. Right. So every time depends on the process. Okay, depends on the moment type. This transaction event is coming. So now let's go with first any of the one transaction event key. Okay, so I'm just going with the BSX. Okay, once you enter the BSX, what it is asking. Okay, you want to be set up the GL account for this stock account entry. But tell me which chart of account. That means which company code you want to do. Okay, every company code have the different chart of account. So every company code have the chart of account, right? Multiple company codes have the single chart of account. Okay, so this chart of account have the GL accounts. Okay, so from finance point of view, when they are creating enterprise structure, they will decide that what of the chart of account they want to go ahead. Okay, in the finance point of view, when they are creating the financial accounting, and okay, when they are creating the company code, okay, they will also create a chart of account. In this chart of account, what we'll do, they will be assigning that all the GL accounts. Okay, so that is the combination from the finance point of view. Okay, so here you need to be understand that which chart of account which is assigned. Okay, which chart of accounts which is assigned. You can go to configuration also, and you can see that what are the chart of accounts which is created. If you want, you can create your own chart of account, but if you have a finance consultant, that is a good, because this chart of accounts again, which is linked to accounts and chart GL accounts and everywhere which is linked here. So you must and should be that, okay, when you're defining your own customized one, okay, you also should aware about that what chart of account which you are doing. Okay, so the financial accounting entries like master data level, and you are creating that different chart of accounts. So assign company code to chart of account. So here my company code JB1, which is JDABC, which is assigned to INT chart of account. Okay, so this INT chart of account, based on the INT chart of account, whatever the GL account which is creating, okay, it is controlling entire the finance point of view. This chart of account is controlling the GL account. Okay, this is the assignment here. Okay, so this is the what more than that, if you want to learn something again, that will be go beyond to the finance point. Okay, and now so okay, let's close this one first. Okay, now I'm just entering my chart of account. Okay, this is my chart of account. I have already shown that in the configuration level, this chart of account which is assigned to my company code. Okay, now here if you see that there is a different combinations are there. Okay, one is valuation class. So this we already discussing, right? The valuation class is one of the key factor. So where we are assigning this valuation class? Where we are assigning this valuation class?
Material master.
Yeah, in the material master. So that means indirectly or directly we are connecting to the material, right? That means material also one of the factor. So while doing the GR on goods, while doing the MIGO transaction, okay, you are entering the material number. So that is a one key factor. So and is it only material number? No, it's also planned. That means valuation area, right? So these two combinations only the valuation class which is hitting. So while you creating the MIGO, when you are doing the MIGO transaction, okay, suppose I'm just going with the goods shipped with others. Okay, I don't have a purchase order, so let's say I'm just going with the purchasing with others. Okay, so I'm just entering the material number, any of the material number I'm just entering. Okay, and I'm just entering that quantity. So just observe that whatever I'm entering here. Okay, see here what I'm just entering here. I enter the material number and the plant. Okay, that means in the valuation area, I'm just considering that this ZABC1, ZAB1, that these two combination, okay, what valuation class which is assigned in the metal master record, what valuation class which is assigned in the metal master record, okay, this valuation class is the key point here. Okay, indirectly it is a key point here for the OBYC settings. So basically MMFI integration is nothing but like a OBYC setup. So we can say OBYC setup. For this OBYC setup, whatever the prerequisites which is required from our point of view, we are discussing here. Okay, so the first point, valuation class. So how we will create valuation class? Did anyone remember how we are creating this valuation class? What is the main control? The main control is material type, right?
Material types.
Right, material type, right? In the material type, okay, each material type, suppose each material type have which material type is assigned to account category reference, and this account category reference have the have multiple valuation
Valuation.
classes. Did you remember that when we creating material type? I just explained this one, how to create an account category reference and how to create a valuation class, right? So this is the one factor. Okay, so just remember this one factor. Okay, and the second factor is company code. Company code, which is having that chart of account. Okay, this is a one combination. Okay, now let's go to that. The first point, which is like material type level. That means indirectly, okay, even if you are entering valuation class in the material master record, but this entire valuation class and material number which is controlling by material type. That means each material type level we are deciding that which GL account should be go. That means if I have the VSC1 valuation class, that means that VSC1 valuation class is for the entire all the material which is created under the material type. That means here if you go to this one, okay, if you go to my material type ZRA2, for this ZRA2, I'm decided that whenever the material which is creating with ZRA2, this ZRA2 material type, always we just going with this valuation class. What are the valuation classes which is created? We are going there. That means the higher level it is controlling by material type. Okay, so material type is one of the factor. So how it is like tomorrow the finance team, the accounting team, they are asking that. Okay, so this month how many raw materials you are purchasing? Okay, this month how many consumables you are purchasing? This month how many finished goods you are sold? So then how I can go? I can go with this combination like this material type which is assigned to valuation class. That valuation class is assigned to some other GL account. That GL account which is the stock account entry. So that's why in the OBYC this is the one of the factor. Valuation class is the one of the factor because it is like each and every material type level. Okay, so it's not material level; it's in the material type level. Okay, so material type is one of the factor. Okay, now go to the configuration first. The first configuration for the MM FI integration. Go to material management and go to valuation and account assignment and go to account determination and go to account determination without wizard. And here the first step is valuation control. Okay, so whether you should go with the valuation grouping code active or not active. Okay, that means this valuation group code is using for the each plant. In case if your client is asking that boss, for I need the GL account setup for the each plant level. Okay, each plant level is nothing but like a entire company code. If I have 10 plants, okay, I want to differentiate the different GL account. In that case, what we'll do, okay, we'll be activating this valuation grouping code and we'll assign this valuation grouping code in the here. That means at the valuation area level we are assigning. Okay, that means in the ZAB1, suppose ZAB1 is there. Okay, if I just assign something like 0001, okay, and if I'm just assigning this 0002, okay, so whenever there is a need the differentiation like maybe stock level or something like, okay, I can post to separate GL account for this combination and separate GL account for this combination. Clear? In case if they want to go ahead with the same, if you have, suppose I'm just going with the same, okay, in that case it's not necessary. Is it clear? Okay, so the first step is valuation grouping code. So let's go to the setup, FI and MM integration configuration. The first setup is valuation grouping code. Okay, so it is not necessary. If you want, you can go ahead, or if you don't want, I don't want to be differentiate both. Okay, then you can remove and you can do it also. There is no problem here. Okay, Either you can go ahead, or might be if you don't require, if it is not required, you can leave it. Okay. So validation group, why we need validation grouping code? In case to differentiate some of the GL accounts at each validation area level. Okay, in that case, you can go ahead, you can differentiate, you can define your own validation grouping code for each validation area. Validation area in your plan, in your company code. So here I have two company codes. I have two plans, ZAB1 and ZAB2, but both are it is same company code, but validation area is different. In that case, if you want to go with a different, then you can go ahead. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll just assign something which is like suppose I'm just assigning that ABCD and I'm just assigning that EFGH. You can enter whatever it may be. You can go with alphanumeric or numeric or something, whatever you want. You can go ahead here. Okay. So this is first thing, and as I discussed earlier, so the company code which is already assigned in the configuration level, finance configuration level, the company code which is assigned to chart of account. So this is also one of the part. Okay. You also need to be remember that. Okay, this company code and chart of account which is assigned, and this company code have the validation area. So validation area at plant level or company code level?
Plant level.
This plant level. If you remember that earlier we had discussed about this one, validation area always at plant level, which is best suggestion because multiple areas have the multiple cost structures and multiple situations, multiple manpower cost and everything. That's why we just validating at validation area level at plant level. Okay. So this is one configuration. Now this is the second one, which is like validation class. If you remember this validation class, we discussed so many times at the time of material type creation. Okay. So here first we have to be define an account category reference. This is the mediator, middle one. Okay. So like we can differentiate. Suppose I have my own, suppose that AB. Okay. Then it is for the AB, just reference for. Okay. Something like raw material in ZABC. Okay, I just dividing my own account category reference. I'm just defining. Okay, so I'm just defining my own account category reference. So this is the mediator. So nothing will do with this account category reference, but this is the mediator will work as a middleware. It is like from material type to validation class. Okay, it is a middleware. Okay, so I'm using this middleware to connect the validation class to material type. So now I'm defining my own validation class. Okay, you can define your own validation class also. Okay, suppose I just want to create that. Okay, something like we'll go with ZAB1. Let's go with ZAB1, okay, which we have created. Okay, and we have already created my own account category reference. Right? I can go with that account category reference ZABC. Okay, and this is for reference for raw material in ZABC. Okay, for ZABC. Okay, so like I can create ZAB2. Okay, so I'm just reference purpose. I'm just creating. You can create 9999 000. So numeric it is good, but anyway, we can go ahead with any alphanumeric or numeric, anything which we can go ahead, no problem. Okay, so I'm just assigning this category reference here. So now my category reference, which is assigned to validation class, but still I didn't assign this account category reference to material type. So once I assign this account category reference to material type, so indirectly the material type which is connected to valuation class. Okay, now I'll go to material type and account category reference here. I'll go to my material type. What is material type which I created? Get FG2, right? This is a, if you consider this is a finished good. Let's go to RA2, which I created, right? So which I created RA2. Okay, then I will change this account category reference and I can assign my own valuation account category reference here. So that means now this RA2 material type is assigned to ZABC, and this ZABC which is assigned to my valuation class ZAB1. Okay, that means when I'm just creating next time metal master record, suppose I'm just going to MM01, I'm creating metal master record with ZRA2 material type. Okay, ZRA2 material type. What will be happen? So I'll go to directly accounting data. Okay, I'm just not creating directly. Okay, and ZAB1. Okay, now if you see that here, the valuation classes which is coming, which we created just now, ZAB1, ZAB2. Okay, is it clear?
Yes,
How the valuation class are hitting here? So this is a one of the factor which we are valuation class defining is a one of the factor. Okay, so here valuation class with reference to account category reference, with the help of the account category reference. Account category reference, we are assigned the valuation classes to material type. Okay, clear? So this is the one combination. So the first combination is valuation grouping code and the second combination is valuation class. Any doubts here? And the third combination which you already remember, I'm just adding here only the point, chart of account and company code. Assigned in
Chart of account and a company code assignment is coming into the first one, right?
sorry.
No, chart of account and a company code assignment in
Yeah,
configuration.
okay. Just for understanding purpose only. Whether you want to go in the first step or second step, whatever it may be,
Yeah.
it's okay because it is F5 point of view, right? So I'm
Yes.
okay. Whether if you want to go with the first step, you can go. There is nothing to sequence here.
Okay.
They are all it is divided into separate parts. This is the one part, this is the one part, and this is the one part. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The next one is this chart of account we got, okay, and valuation grouping code we got, valuation class we got. Now this is the important, which is movement type, okay, which we are discussing now. Movement type here. Okay, movement type level. If you see that, okay, there will be two pictures will come here when we're talking about movement type. There is a transaction event key. Transaction event key, okay, and the other one is account modifier. So this is the first time you are, I think you are listening this word account modifier, correct? So transaction event key, I think you already aware, right? How many people aware transaction event key? So transaction event keys are nothing but like BSX,
WRX,
WRX, PRT, right? AUM. Okay, so like it is all, it will become like transaction event key. Those depends on the process, right? Now account modifier. What is the account modifier? So okay, these transaction event keys are predefined. Okay, we cannot change this transaction event keys. Okay, because this is SAP already predefined this all transaction event keys at moment type level. When you are using the moment type and the special stock indicator process, okay, this combination when you are using SAP, which is already fixed that, okay, these are the transaction event case should be hitting in the background. Okay, but now coming to account modifier. Okay, why account modifier it is required? Okay, if you see that, if you remember that, while consumption, okay, while consumption or we can say offsetting entries, okay, some case of offsetting entries, okay, we require account modifier. We require account modifier. What is the account modifier? Okay, if suppose I have the goods issue to cost center, so I have the concept like goods issue. Okay, so if you remember this one, okay, it is a consumption entry or not? Goods issue to if it is going to consumption entry, suppose let's say if go to consumption entry. Okay, if you remember this one, when we are doing goods issue to cost center, so there is a one entry for the consumption. Okay, because you are doing direct consumption. Okay, either you might be doing for the cost centers, either you might be doing for the some other requirement production orders or something like whatever it might be. There is just some one consumption entry, right? So like we can do a number of process consumption purpose, because it is not only for the cost center, it is not only for project order, it is not only for the production order, it is not only for maintenance order, it is not only for the scrapping. So there are so many cases are there in the consumption. Okay, so what SAP did, instead of we are creating every time different transaction event key, okay, higher level I can put one transaction event key, and the bottom level I can give sub transaction level, I can give that my account modifiers. That means always it will be hit GBB. Okay, in case if the client is asking that I want to be differentiate the process, the consumption entries, okay, maybe scrapping we are doing the scrapping again, some of the items which is a different kind of scrapping we are doing, okay, zero scrapping or something 100% scrapping or something like, okay, might be that scrapping items we are utilizing again costly items. Okay, so they want to be differentiate like this one, different process wherever their consumption which is hitting, just want to be differentiate with a different GL account in that case. But the SAP level, it is already providing only one transaction event key, that is a GBP offsetting entry. But the down level, there is a different process there in the consumption. So in that case, what SAP provided that you can go with the account modifier. Okay, so SAP providing that some predefined account modifier for the each process. So how it is like? Sorry. Some case might be it will be a VBO, VBR. Okay, if you go to the OBYC setting, okay, if you go to GBB, okay, if you see that there is a general modifier which is coming, that means, okay, so it is coming BSA and sometimes GBB. Okay, there's somebody they create a customized one. These are not standard. Okay, these are the not standard one. Okay, but in the standard one, what will be happen? BSA will be there. Okay, and VAY, VBO, VBR. Okay, so like different process which is created. So where I can see this account modifiers in the configuration level, I'll go to configuration level. Okay, wherever the consumption accounting entries are which is hitting. Suppose I'm just going with the 201. Okay, I'm just going with the 201. So wherever the GBP which is coming, suppose it is a pipeline. Okay, 201P special. So then it is coming VPR. Okay, 201K VPR. Okay, 201P again with to quantity update and okay and this consumption entry. Then whenever KYN it is hitting that PIP. So like if you go to the subcontracting process, what is the subcontracting 543O? Right, if 543O it is there, okay, then what it is hitting, it is VBO. So the transaction event key is same, but account modifier is different. Okay, so this is the standard. Okay, you can you need to be by heart. Okay, you need to be by heart. Okay, might be some of the process which you need to be by heart for subcontracting process, for consignment process. Those cases you need to be. Again, if you go to the consignment, what is the consignment process movement type? Under consignment process, what is the movement type? Consumption, goods issued to cost center.
201.
201K.
201K.
201K. So that is special indicator, right? So let's. Okay, so 201K. That means it is coming VBR. Okay, so it is also consumption entry only. Okay, so when it is coming for the consignment process, it is VBR. But when I'm just going with the subcontracting level, if you go to yesterday we discussed about, right, moment type which is coming 543O. 543O is for the consumption. When it will be hit 543O? Did you remember 543O? Yesterday we discussed the 543O.
Yes, sir.
Okay, while we are receiving the goods, the system will understand that okay, the consumption of the raw materials are consumed. Then it will become 543O. So in that case, again, this is the again different heat VBO. Right? So like different process when it is heating, it's not only from the MM point of view, in the PP point of view, SD point of view, there is a some of the consumption. Those cases depends on the each process. It is coming with a different accounting modifiers. Okay, clear?
So only the account modifier only involving about while doing the consumption only, right? Not for general.
For offsetting entry and price difference account. Sometimes price difference account also will hit. Okay, when you are getting price difference account, yeah. In that case also will get, but that is also consumption only. Okay. There is some difference it is there. Okay, maybe the price difference or some standard price which is maintaining or something which is like. In that case, PRG account will be hit, right? In those cases also will be hit. But majorly it is only for the offsetting entry. Okay. In internal point of view, if they're asking about the account modifier, it clearly tell that when there is any offsetting entry, okay, we'll get the account modifier because different kind of the consumption postings happen. So SAP provides that at that higher level, the transaction event key is GBB, and at the lower that combination which is like account modifiers, which will be VBR, VBO, okay, a BSA. So kind of the different account modifiers which is hitting. Clear?
Yeah, okay, sir. But transaction key always should be on the GBB only, right?
Yeah, GBB only. Transaction key always it is GBB. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the one. Now, so here what you understand here, how the transaction event key and account modifier, right? So what is the use of the account modifier? You understand, and what is the transaction event key? So did you understand that the transaction event key is where it is predefined the SAP level? It is defined at the process level. If you go to that, if suppose I'm going with the 101 moment type and value update it is there, quantity update it is there, no special indicator, and moment type indicator which is like GR processing, goods received with purchase order. Okay, this is the purchase order, right? Okay, so I'm just going with this one. Okay, when there is a update like, okay, this is a moment type, it is a purchase order with reference to purchase order. Okay, course is with purchase order, production order, delivery order. So they are differentiated moment indicator. And moreover, in case if there any consumption, okay, if it is consumption, it will show you like V. If it is asset, it is showing like sales order. Okay, if there is any other process, it is there. Okay, it will differentiate. That means the combination how it is hitting here. Combinations, one is moment type and the quantity and value update and moment type indicator. So it is not must and should not required to remember, but it is if you understand that is good. Okay, moment type indicator and the consumption in case of any consumption related. Okay, what kind of the consumption it is, and and there is one more which is like transaction event key. So this combination, if you see that, okay, there is a special stock indicator also. Where is the special stock indicator? This is special stock indicator. I just remember. Okay, special stock indicator. So majorly these combinations, when you are doing MIGO, okay, the first it will be checking that, okay, what is the moment type? Are you using 101 moment type, 201 moment type, 561 moment type? And it will be checking that any special indicator like consignment process, third party process, or some subcontracting process like special indicator. In the quantity value update, did you remember that where we are doing this quantity update, value update? Did anyone remember? Quantity and value update in a material type. If you
Yes, sir.
remember that in the OBYC, sorry, in OMS2.
In material type, we have to see the first thing is whether
So material type level quantity value update, you have to be selected, okay? But it should be quantity update or it is value update, okay? Just check box, okay? And the moment type indicator, anyway, you are giving some reference number, right? Based on the purchase order number, production order number. While doing goods receipt with purchase order, with reference to production order, that is moment type indicator. And this consumption, which is like whatever you are doing the account estimate category, okay? These combinations, right? So when these combinations, SAP what did it is created when valuation string, okay, valuation string, okay, this is also one important valuation string, okay. In this valuation string level, okay, the system is proposed that, okay, while you are using these combinations, moment type, special stock indicator, value, quantity update, moment type indicator, consumption, when these combinations are which is hitting, there is a possibilities are there which hitting that the below transaction activities. So BSX, WRX, PRD, KDM, EN. So there are possibilities are there. Okay. So these are the entries will be hitting while you are doing 101 moment type. That's so the system already predefined. You cannot change this one. This is all standard. Okay. And if you remember this one, when you will get BSX, when you will get the BSX,
posting.
Stock account, right? Stock inventory account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when you will get the GRIR clearing account?
Do the IR, doing the IR.
While doing the GR only. If it is pending IR is there, then GRIR clearing account will get, right? So BSX and WRX will get in the 101 moment type, right? While doing
Yes,
101 moment type, right? And PRD account, when you will get PRD account?
Mr. Car price difference.
Standard price. In the Metal Master card, if you have maintained the standard cost, price control. Did you remember that price control we have discussed? Moving average price and standard price.
Yes,
When
sir.
there is a standard price and PO purchase price with difference is there, this price difference account will come. And this is the exchange rate. If the different currency which they are using. Okay. So like if you remember this BSV, yesterday we are doing subcontracting process. This BSV and FRL which is hitting while doing 101 moment type. Right? So like different transaction event case will be hit depends on the process. Okay. So like one more thing here if you see that WE represented that goods receipt. Okay. If it is WA, it is there. Suppose I will go to 201. 201. If you see that WA is nothing but like it is the goods issue. Okay. Just remember this one, WE and WA. Okay. And if you go to 311 moment type, okay. So these are the it will be like okay WA will come. Okay. So how we need to remember this one, sir? If you go to NSE, if you remember, see that here WE and WA, not this one, not here. There will be like 06. This is standard. Okay. What is like WE is nothing but like goods receipt, and W where we can see here the table level. Let's see in the table level. You can see MKPO and the transaction event key. Yeah, in the transaction event case, let's see. Okay, if you see that transaction event case, here you can see that. Okay, WA, it is a goods issue transfer posting other goods movement. WE, goods receipt with purchase order. So like, okay, so SAP which is going with some default transaction types. Okay, so where it will be helpful to differentiate. So if you see that MKPF it is there, it is the only common table for the all the goods movement. If you remember that, if you are posting goods issue, if you are posting goods receipt, if you are posting transfer posting, if you go to any of the moment, it will be posted in the MKPF. So how we can see, how we can differentiate that based on the transaction event type. Based on the transaction event type, it is a goods receipt or goods issue, we can differentiate. And not here only. If you see that EKBE table, how many you remember this EKBE table? Purchase order history. When you're creating purchase order, okay, when you're doing GR, this purchase order history will be hitting. Okay, so here also, suppose I'm just going with any of the purchase order which is already posted. Suppose this is the purchase order which is posted. Okay, suppose let's say it is posted. Now I'm just going to this one PO. I'm entering this PO number here and executing this one. Now I can see that there are so many entries which is posted. These are all order history only. Okay, that means for this purchase order, this is one document, this is one document, this is one document which is posted. But how the developer will understood that whether it is a goods receipt or whether goods issue or it is a transfer posting or it is a invoice receipt or it is a okay some direct posting or maybe you're posting some advance payment. How the system will understood based on the here it will be hitting okay history category here and there is where is that okay. So for this if you go to this moment type here from here if you go to EKB table sorry MKPF table the MKPF table go to here you can see here this is a WE okay. So WE is nothing but what is a WE? It is a goods receipt with purchase order. Okay, so this is the way the developer can divide that. Okay, this is the goods receipt. Okay, the other way also we can do. This is the one history category. The history category also you can do here. Okay, E means WE. It is okay. The technical words which is like E means WE. WE. What do you mean by WE? Just now we discussed. What is the meaning of the E? WE. WE is nothing but goods receipt with purchase order. Goods receipt with purchase order. Right? WE is nothing but like goods receipt with purchase order. So these are the technical terminologies which is SAP already fixed that. The same terminology here also he using. Okay, while doing the goods receipt. Okay, I just go with the WE. So WE. Okay, so like WE, I just go with the W. Okay, so this is the standard one. Okay, just try to understand that. Okay, the combinations how it will be work. The combination like moment type, special indicators. That means while doing MIGO, the system is looking into all these aspects like moment type, special stock indicator, quantity value of that, moment type consumption. These all combination it is looking into that, and it will go to the what validation string should we go. Okay, and these validation strings have the what type of the transaction event case which is there. Again, for this transaction event case, if any account modifier it is there. Okay, so this combination it will be work like that. Okay, this is the one aspect. So now, how many combinations which you understand now as of now? The first term is chart of account. The second one is valuation grouping code. The third one is valuation class, and fourth one is transaction event key, and fifth one is account modifier. Right? When all these combinations, okay, depends on the process. Okay, some process which we don't need the account modifiers. Okay, some process we don't need violation class. Okay, some process we don't need violation grouping code. Okay? But chart of account and transaction event key is fixed. It is must and should. Okay, for the GL account hitting. So all these combinations, okay, all these combinations, what will be happen in the OBYC, okay, in the OBYC configuration automatic posting, cancel and go to condition. Okay, now here when the transaction event key BSX, suppose, okay, I'm doing with a GR goods receipt with purchase order. Okay, so I'm going with a BSX. Okay, and the first step is transaction event key, okay, which is hitting. Okay, then the second one is chart of account. Okay, the chart of account which I entered. Next, okay, valuation modifier. Okay, valuation modifier is the account modifier. Valuation modifier, account modifier, whatever it is same. Okay, now then, and along with this one, valuation class and the chart of account. This is the GL account combination. So like depends on the process, whatever it is required, what are the parameters which is required, it will take it up. If suppose I'm just going with the GBP, in the GBP it is asking modifier, and because a general modifier which is required when it is required for the account, when it is required, it is for the consumption account, offsetting interest. And if you go to BSX, this is the not account modifier, it is like a valuation grouping code. Valuation grouping code. This is combination valuation grouping code. Okay. And if you go to GBP, on the GBP level, if you go to this account modifier, it is required, and valuation class it is required. Okay. So like if I'm going to the WRX, we don't need all these things, right? Because it is only GRAR cleaning account at a high level. So only it will ask that what GL account directly. It is not taking any combinations. Okay, so depends on the process, depends on the transaction event key, what information it is required, what level of combination it is required, it will take it up. Okay, so this is the way it will be work. Okay, so if you see that now, as of now, I did all the configuration which is customized one. If I just go to group valuation grouping code, okay, if I just go to ZAB1, my valuation grouping code I created. But I didn't done any configuration for the GL account. I didn't map any GL account. So when I'm just doing now, MIGO, I'm trying with MIGO now. I'll create one Metal Master card first with the ZRA2. Okay, and I'll go to whatever it is required. Basic data and accounting data, which is whatever it is required. I'm just entering. Okay, I'm just creating something like so here valuation class which is hitting whatever I created. Okay, so ZAB1, but I didn't done any mapping as of now. Did you see that which I assigned the GL account? Did you see that which I assigned the GL account? No, right? With my new valuation class, with my new valuation group code, as of now I didn't done anything, right? Now I just created this material number. What I'm doing with this material number, I'm just creating the posting. Okay, so I will go to MIGO. And without purchase order, I'm just doing the goods receipt with purchase order, without purchase order. Okay, so this is the material number. I'm doing some material number. So I'll go with the 561 in case instead of this one, I'll go with the 561 because I need to map the info record for this one because the prices and everything which I need to maintain. Okay, I'm just going with this maintain. So I'll go here material number, and I can enter the price also. That's why, because I need accounting entries, right? That's why. Okay, and I'll go to the AB1 and ABC1, and okay, and vendor it is not required. Let's see. Okay, see here. Now the combination which is asking, because with my combination get AB1 valuation class, I didn't done any I didn't done any GL account mapping. So that's why it is sitting. So in implementation process, what will be happen at initially, okay, you need to be mapped that what GL account have to be mapped this process. So while you have to do all the process and they have to map the GL account. And you need to be informed to the finance team, boss, this is the GL account which is required. That means I will not ask exactly what GL account it is required. They have to provide. Boss, this is the process we are doing. Okay, here it is coming stock and inventory account. So which GL account you are mapping? Please let me know. So that's it. So the combination here it is saying the first is chart of account, the second one is transaction event key, the third one is valuation grouping code, and fourth one is account grouping code, and fifth one is valuation class. So all this combination it is asking here, and I'll go to the configuration here, and I'm just selecting here to go, and the first combination is INT, so GBP. Let's go to the GBP first, offsetting entry, and I need to be enter the chart of account INT. Okay, then I'll be there is a gap of the relation grouping code and BSC and ZAB1. So now BSC and ZAB1. So the combination which I need to hit. So I'll just copy from the existing one because I don't have the GL account. I'm just taking BSC here. And what is my valuation class? What is my valuation class here? ZAB1. So I'm just entering ZAB1. Now I'm maintaining this combination. I just maintain the BSC and ZAB. So if you go back and you just see again, okay, GBP, right? And chart of account INT and the BSC and ZAB1. BSC is the account grouping code and that means general modifier and valuation class. Now I'll go BSC and ZAB1. So let's see BSC and ZAB1. I maintain my GL account. So now if I just do again by clicking on check, then the system is okay because I maintain now GL account. Okay. So every time it will check that what accounting entry should be it. Now while posting this one. Okay. Now the system is asking that boss, this is the BSX account you didn't map. Okay. So now I'll go back again. I'll just go for the BSX and I'll be entering enter the INT because I already entered last time INT. It is coming automatically. So BS6 INT. Now here valuation grouping code because I differentiated the valuation grouping code, right? I differentiated my valuation group with each plant level. So now I need to maintain the ABCD. ABCD with the combination with valuation class ZAB1. So now I'll take any of the copy and existing, and I will take this remove and the ABCD and my valuation class is ZAB1. So now I maintain this combination. Now I'll be go back and I'll check. Okay, I'll post. Now it is posted. Right. So this is a way. Now if you see that I will try to do the same process with a different plant. I will try to do the same process but different plant. Okay, for this what we are going to do, I need to extend first the material. Okay, the same material which I need to extend here. So what is the material number here? So this is the material number which I created just now. Okay, this is the material number which I created. Okay. Okay. Now I will go and I will just extending this material to my other plant, which is ZAB2. Okay. So which whatever the plant relevant data which is needed, I just extending because basic data is common data which is already assigned, already created other plant level. Right. Now ZAB2. This location I'm just extending. Okay. And I will be entering all the other details which is required. And this time I'll go with the different valuation class. If you want to go with the same valuation class, you can go ahead. Or if you want to go with a different valuation class also, you can go ahead. Okay. Enter. and save. Okay. Now this material which is extended for to other plant. Now I'm doing the same process now with the same material. Okay, go ship others and 561 and the same material number 526. And again I'm trying to do now 100%. Okay, and here I'm entering that ZAB2. Okay. So this is very important, guys. The amount in local currency while doing initial stock upload, you need to be entered. So why I'm saying this one? This is my first escalation when I'm starting my project. Okay, I got first project in implementation. So this is the first escalation. My trainer, he not explain about this. These are all steps, process and all. Okay, so I missed this process. I didn't enter this value. So immediately there is no accounting interest which is hitting. Only stock uploading, but there is no value updating. So immediately this is too much escalating. So it is almost 1 week for war. So be careful on this one. You need to be enter the value. Okay, clear? And other details. Now I'm just click on check. Now again it is coming accounting interest. Sorry, we already maintained this one. Why it is coming now? Because now we change the valuation class. So again you have to go back and you have to do for the configuration for the GBP. Okay, INT and the combination which is like BSC and ZAB2. We did only for the ZAB1, but we didn't done for the ZAB2. Now we need to do for the ZAB2. So I'm just doing ZAB2. Okay, now check. Now it's gone. Now again I'm posting now. Now it is coming for EFGH. This is a different valuation grouping code, right? So in this case I will go for BSX again, and if they want to be differentiate here, you can differentiate like. Okay, so I'm just doing the ZAB2, right? So instead of ZAB2, okay. Now if EFGH. Okay. Now I don't want to go with this GL account. I just want to go with this GL account. So I'm just hitting this GL account here. So that means while same process, but when I'm doing with plant ZAB1, this is coming and plant. Okay, now valuation class is ZAB2, right? Okay, sorry. ZAB2. Okay, so while doing the ZAB2, this is the GL account. Okay. So now I'm just to check and post. Okay, so this is the company code which is not there. Okay, let's use some other GL account because this GL account, or else we'll create this GL account, not a problem, but we'll see if it is already there or not. I think it is not there. Okay, somebody they entered wrongly. No, it is not there. Okay, so we'll change this GL account with a different GL account. Instead of ZAB2, I'll just put this one. Let's try this one. Now check and post. Okay, so the same material, okay, even with the different plans, okay, I can post in a different GL account. So if you see here, the GL account one is stock account entry, which is the 304000, and which is for this is the GRI the consumption account entry. Okay, so this is the way we have to do the GL account mapping.